Hi guys, greetings to you all, and once again I welcome you onto the Stratford Africa channel. We are here today in this video to talk about Manchester United's exit from the FA Cup yesterday and also our upcoming Premier League game against Burnley. So it's more like a match reaction and a match preview video put together. So as usual, please subscribe to the channel if you are new and smash a like on the video and get into the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about yesterday's game and how you think United should approach the Premier League game against Burnley. Yes, so that being said, I think yesterday the game was interesting, and even though the results we got at the end didn't merit our performance, but you know, it is football and these things happen. You understand? It was just one of those days that things were not just working out for us, no matter how well we played. I think we lacked a little bit of luck on our part yesterday. Yes, so the performance in general was good. I saw some beautiful football on display yesterday, and I saw a lot of chances created by the lads. But just that our finishing in front of goal was what let us down yesterday. Yes, and it all came down to penalty shootout, and United lost out on 7-8 to Middlesbrough yesterday. Yeah, 7-8, and it was a nice penalty shootout. All those who took the penalties, they really did well. They executed their penalty kicks very, very well. And most of them didn't give the goalkeepers any chance at all. Even Anthony Elanga, the one who missed for United to be eliminated, even his own, he kicked it out, and the goalkeeper went the other way at all, or I mean together. So it was a good penalty shootout, and the match yesterday, it was a good game, but just that our finishing in front of goal was what was lacking yesterday. So I think it was Pogba's first game back from a long injury, the injury that he suffered when he was out playing for France, and he was back yesterday in the team. Yes, I think he did well yesterday. He played well. Whenever Pogba is in this team, the team looks much better, especially on the ball, as compared to when he's not there. So I think he went through the game and he played majority of it, and then he got substituted. So I think Pogba's return too was a very big positive. And yesterday, as I said, you really can't moan too much about the results, about the performance per se. But Ronaldo in front of goal was not sharp. Rashford, the same thing, and even Bruno squandered a lot of chances. But I think McTominay stood out very well yesterday again, and the guy has been playing well ever since Rangnick came in. I think he has been our most standout player in the past few weeks. Yes, McTominay was bossing the midfield, and he has continued his fine form under Rangnick. So I think that also deserved a shout out. And then also we need to send our wishes and word of encouragement out to Anthony Elanga. This exit is not on him. He should hold his head up high and shake this off and continue to play for Manchester United. Yes, it happens in football. In a situation like penalty kicks, it just has to be someone. And yesterday, unfortunately, it was him. Yes, the exit from the competition is not on him. It's on the senior players. Yes, when Bruno missed that open goal, Ronaldo missed the penalty in the first half, and even Maguire decided to choose protesting again in favor of defending. When the guy passed that ball that led to the equalizer, I think Maguire could have challenged the guy who tucked it in for them. But Maguire didn't do that. He chose to raise his hand looking at the referee, trying to protest for the handball situation. And in the end, the guy got a free pass on goal and scored, and the goal was not disallowed. So like, he wasn't proactive there. So as the captain of the team, he should have stopped everything and tried to prevent that goal first. At least, even if he had tried and the goal was still scored, I would sit here and said he tried. But the way he acted, he didn't act proactively, and as a leader on the pitch, you don't do things like that. You understand? You prevent the goal first and then turn your attention to the ref. Yes, and then VAR too is a whole mess on its own. We understand? Yes, the way how they didn't disallow that goal is still a big debate in the media and among the fan base. And yesterday, they came out, I mean, analyzing it and said it was an accidental handball. And in the new rules, accidental handballs are not to be given as fouls. You understand? But I tell you, if a defender does that 8 times out of 10, the penalty is taken against him. You understand? Because the guy really miscontrolled the ball totally. Without that touch from his hand, the ball was moving way off from him, but that touch the ball got on his hand was what brought back the ball under his control for him to be able to get that pass. If the ball hadn't touched his hand, he would have even controlled the ball like out of the 18-yard box, and then Varane would have covered him, and the goal might not have been scored. You understand? So I think the context in which they analyze the rules or they apply the rules needs to be explained better. And in this context, I don't agree with the VAR decision. But that being said, better still, if you had taken our chances in any day, that game could have ended 5 or 4-1, at least 3-1. You understand? Yes. So I think Anthony Elanga should not be too much disappointed in himself. He didn't let the team down yesterday. The likes of Ronaldo, the Bruno, the Rashfords, they were those who let the team down yesterday. If they had finished their chances earlier on in the game, that game shouldn't have even gotten to extra time, not to talk of penalties. You understand? Yes. So that is it there about the game, and I think United have exited. So we are looking at another trophyless season in our hands right now. This season has been a shambles, and the team as in general have not lived up to the expectations and to the potential that they possess in themselves. You understand? Yes. Ronaldo of late hasn't been playing well. Yesterday he was just off it, and I didn't really enjoy him. Even though the midfield was good, we created loads and loads of chances. And Diogo Dalot too is another one that surprises me, because everybody used to know that offensively he was very good. His problems were when it comes to defense. But ever since he has gotten around in the team, I've noticed that he has been more solid defensively compared to going forward. A lot of his crosses are being overhit, and sometimes his passing too has not been the best. You understand? He will try to pass the ball and he will give it away. So that is it. I think he needs to, try and work on his crosses. He wants to cross a lot, but most of the time he overhits them, and it doesn't find any target in the box. You understand? So I think if you play the way we did against Middlesbrough, against Burnley, and we are able to take our chances, we will come out of that game with all 3 points. And that being said, that moves my attention from the Middlesbrough game to the upcoming game against Burnley. Yeah, so United will be resuming on Tuesday in the Premier League to play Burnley to continue our fight for top 4. So United is going into that game with a mindset to fight and get a top 4 finish, and Burnley are equally going into it with a mindset to fight and save their season. You know, as usual, they are once again in a relegation battle. And around this time, in the second half of the season, if you are playing these relegation-threatened teams, it is one of the most difficult games that you can be given to play. So if you don't play your cards well, they might turn up and just surprise you. You understand? So let's take a look at some statistics with regards to this game. So head-to-head wise, United and Burnley have played each other in the Premier League 15 games, and out of these 15 games, United have won 9, and 4 of them have ended in draws, and Burnley have only 2 wins in front of Man United. Yeah, so the game will be played away from home. It will be at the Turf Moor Stadium, and in this stadium in the Premier League, Burnley have only won 1 game against Manchester United. So the venue, United have a good record there, and we are looking forward to continuing that this time around. So this season, form wise, I think if you look at the last 5 games of these teams, Burnley has lost 3 out of their last 5 games. They've drawn 2 and they've won none. United, on the other hand, too, have won 3 out of their last 5 games. They've drawn 1 and they've lost 1. So if you look at the form guide, United are in a much better form than Burnley, and overall they are a better team than Burnley. So this is understandable. You understand? Yeah. So this season, United is coming into this game lying 4th on the league table after their 1-0 win against West Ham last week. That has put them 4th in the league, and Burnley are bottom of the league. They are lying 20th. They are the last team on the league. They are coming into this game trying to fight to get a point or a positive results to help them survive in the league. Yes, so this season Burnley have won only 1 game in the Premier League. Can you imagine that? That is very bad on their part. And United, on the other hand, has won 11 matches. Yes, United have won 11 matches against Burnley's only 1. In the Premier League this season, Burnley have drawn 9 games. United, on the other hand, have drawn 5. And Burnley have lost 8 games against United 6. Yes, so in the Premier League, Manchester United have lost 6 games already in the season. This is not what we all came into this season for, but unfortunately for us, our season hasn't been great, and already in the Premier League, we've lost 6 games. When it comes to attacking statistics, goal scoring wise, United are averaging 1.6 goals scored per game as compared to Burnley 0.9. So if you look at the attacking statistics, United scores more goals than Burnley does, and this is not news. I mean, this is not surprising. Everybody knows the way Burnley plays. They come out, they defend, they get their 1 goal, and they try to see the game out. You understand? So United is averaging 1.6 goals per game, and Burnley is averaging 0.9. Yeah. So when it comes to the defensive aspect, this is an aspect that everybody knows that Manchester United hasn't been great in this area this season. So when we look at the average goals conceded per a match or per game, United are averaging 1.4 goals conceded per game against Burnley's 1.5 goals conceded per game. So you see that when it comes to the defense and goals conceded, the difference between United and Burnley is not that great. So to think that United are only doing about 0.1 better than Burnley is bad. So our defense needs to sort themselves out, and the whole team needs to defend together, and they need to stay compact as well, and put their bodies on the line for the team. You understand? Yes. So that being said, if you look at the statistic that I have just read out to you right now, you will bear with me that United are going into this game on paper as the favorites to win, but in the Premier League anything can happen. The moment the whistle goes and the game starts, we are all equals until the 90 minutes comes to an end. So if you don't play with your potential, if you don't play as a team, if you don't match the fight that the opposition team will give you with all your quality and with all your on paper favorable stats, you might not come away with a positive result. Yeah, so I think I'm expecting the United players to come out in this Burnley game and play like wounded lions, because their pride has been dealt a heavy blow in yesterday's game. You understand? To exit the FA Cup to a championship side is a huge disgrace, and they need to make amends. They need to recover, and they need to react well to it. You understand? So I'm looking forward to see how they will react. And I think the team selection too, yesterday we really played a very strong lineup against Middlesbrough. I really didn't expect that, but we really played a very strong lineup, and I think the team will not change much against Burnley. Maybe DJ will be back in goal, and Luke Shaw played well, so I expect him to keep his place if only he's fit. You understand? Yes, there was a couple of injury worries yesterday with the likes of Sancho and Pogba. Pogba played well, and he seems to have picked up an injury from that challenge that won us the penalty. The way the guy fell on his ankle was bad. It was very dangerous, and he seems to have been struggling with that throughout the game until he was taken out. You understand? So if Pogba is available, I think Rangnick will play him, and he should play him, and because in this game Burnley are going to give us the ball a lot, and they will try to stay compact, play a low block, and defend to get a draw or even possible nick a goal at the end of it and take all 3 points. So if Pogba is there, he will help us unlock that lower block and get some goals incoming. So Ronaldo's form, as I said earlier, hasn't been great, but it looks like we are stuck with him, and even we can't even substitute him, not even talk of dropping him. You understand? So that's a huge problem there. Rangnick will have to find a solution to. Yes, and the Jesse Lingard situation too, he has also come out to sort of issue a rebuttal to what Rangnick said about him, and Rangnick has replied again, and the back and forth seem to have been continuous. So I think the club should sort that out, and Lingard should be back playing for us till the end of the season. Yes. So the likes of Cavani, them all are likely to be available for this game, and I'm hoping that we come out with all 3 points, having beaten West Ham last week to give ourselves another potent chance of making top 4. We can't go in against Burnley and give that chance away again. So we must win that match at all cost. Yes, because right now we are almost finishing this season trophyless, and we can't afford not to make top 4 in addition to not winning any trophy. You understand? Yeah. So that has been my match reaction and my match preview to the Burnley game. Please let me know your comments and your thoughts about the entire situation about yesterday's game and the upcoming one in the comment section. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please smash a like on the video and share it. So until we meet again next time to discuss the aftermath of the Burnley game, and the United search for a new manager to have been said to be intensifying. So I am monitoring that situation, and as and when I am ready to do a show about it, I will let you know, and we shall discuss that one too. So please stay safe out there, and please keep your support coming in. I really appreciate all the support we have been giving the channel and the community, and keep supporting and keep sharing and keep subscribing. Until we meet again next time, have a nice time to you all. Bye bye.